Yes!
Ooh.
That's a nice backing track. I wonder where you can download that. Oh, yes, you
Let's
can!
see, what does this say? This says Andertons Guitar Jam Tracks, Volume 7,
already,
Mr.
man.
Pete. You've been busy. And it also says in the track listing here, it says, please like and subscribe to this channel. Because every 10,000 new subscribers, we're giving away pedals, and when we get to 1 million, we're giving away a clon. But today's video, ladies and gentlemen...
It's a micro video.
...is about one of these fandangled headphone amp things that people like Fender make.
I can unplug mine because I turn it down with the little volume knob that's on the front here.
Yes, so this is new for autumn 2024. Comes in a beautiful little box like this. Now you might be going, well, why aren't you wearing headphones, Lee and Pete? How does this work? Of course, if we were wearing headphones using this, you wouldn't be able to hear.
It's like a silent disco.
Yeah, so what we've done is the headphone output here, we've just plugged straight into our DI. So imagine everything that you're hearing essentially is
in your head.
be in your headphones. So it's a nice box, little nice packet here. All right, so look, we'll go through what comes in the box in a minute. These types of headphone amplifiers have become super popular over the last few years.
Look at that.
They've moved on miles from those old Vox Amplugs things from a few years ago. We used to get like a wasp in a jam jar type thing. Yeah, all that stuff. This has now got amp modeling and effects and tons of stuff, USB connectivity, Bluetooth, the whole 9 yards. This is Fender Mustang Micro Plus, which is their second foray into this type of product. The first one, which Pete and I videoed a few years back, is essentially the predecessor to this. Didn't have any of the Bluetooth functionality, so there was no app or anything like that. Let's read you the spec off the back. 50 different amps and effects from the world's most popular digital amplifier series. 100 onboard presets, which you can customize with the Fender Tone app. It's got a tuner built in.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's obviously rechargeable, so that's the whole point of it. So you recharge it via USB, and then you get your 4 hours of battery life.
4 hours?
Yeah, you can jam along with your songs wirelessly, and you can record directly into a Mac or a PC, PC via the USB. Thank you,
and it's
Oz,
a USB-C
stand.
Can I just point out as well, you don't necessarily need the app to control this, because all the functionalities are here on the side of the device, and you've got a little display on the top here. I can't remember if the other one had a display, did it? I don't think it did. But you can control everything that you need on the side, so you don't necessarily need to have it hooked up to your phone.
Well, let's get it going on my phone. I did see as well there's a little free link to the PreSonus Studio One recording software. So I guess the idea is you load that up onto your Mac or your PC, and then that's what you record into. So here we go then. So
are you on it already? How quick was that?
Connect. Boom, there we go.
Wow.
Right.
That was so quick.
I did find this, you know what, this is classic me and Pete here, haven't read a manual, we've just gone straight in for it. On my iPhone, there doesn't appear to be a portrait view of the app. I always feel weird holding a phone this way round, but hey ho. Okay, so let's go into it. We've got all my presets, so Driven Deluxe, Stadium Lead, blah-de-blah-de-blah. And then if I want to see one of those, I see. So if you look up in this top left-hand corner, list view, I hit that, and then it takes me to my list, and then I can go back to my preset view. Now this is very reminiscent of the kind of user interface that Fender started using on their Tone Master Pro.
It looks very much like it.
So really beautifully laid out and easy to see what you're doing. So this first this first patch, Driven Deluxe, is crazy simple. It's got a green box going into a Fender Deluxe reverb with a spring reverb.
I wonder what that is. So we hear what it sounds like?
Yeah, for shizzle. Sounds good, right?
Take the green box off, please, so we can hear just what the amp sounds like.
Yeah.
Can I also just point out this this jack, what's it called again?
Offset Tele.
Offset Tele. Oz was shouting at me when I did the video the other day of it. I just can't not. It's an offset Telecaster, but with a what is this? A wide range humbucker on it. It's just a great guitar.
I love the neck on it. It's really beautiful. It's like a beachy.
It's Okume.
Okume.
It's a
Okume or beachy.
Okume Matata.
Just signed for Chelsea.
Guitar. Did he?
He'll never get a game though. They've got about 97 players already. Right.
I mean, that's a great guitar. Anyway.
So I'm just going to show Pete this because neither of us have really had a play with this yet. So it's quite nice. I hit the pedal I want to edit. It comes up. As with a lot of these things, you're sort of going, where's the on-off switch? But of course, it's
the on-off switch.
It's where it would be if you hit. Can
I just point out, all you're hearing at this moment in time is this coming out of the mini jack it's straight into the computer in there. That's it. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, just like on most of these things, the way I'm adjusting those controls is I'm just putting my finger on the control and then dragging up or down to adjust it. Dead easy to see. If I hit it again, if I just click anywhere else on the pedal, it returns back to this mode. Let's see what the amp looks like. Oh,
it's Tone Master Pro. There you go.
Tone Master Pro.
Exactly the same. That's probably why they do it in that way of your phone, so you get that feeling of it.
That's very cool. And what's this amp settings? Oh, so there's a gate. So I'm just literally.
You're just faffing about.
I'm faffing here, aren't I? So again, same idea, right? Oh, that's quite nice. Look at the way. That's Tone Master as well, isn't it? Tone Master Pro.
Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh. Let's just do some EQs on there.
Okay. Let me turn I'll turn the drive off.
And reverb, a bit more reverb. Yeah, just get that.
It's very intuitive. It should not be allowed for so much good tone to come out of something the size of a box of matches. That's nuts.
And because there's no latency when I'm playing it, because it's directly from here to there to here to there. So there's no.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think some people might even, if you're sort of thinking, there's no audio going through my phone. My phone is just controlling the settings essentially on there.
What the?
Let's have a look. So before I go on to some of the other presets, obviously the idea is I've got these different blocks that I can replace stuff out for. So if I was on the green box and I wanted to replace that with something else, here's all my, there's literally loads of choices. So I've got some drives. I've got, all my classic drives. Yeah. There you go. Look, green is Tube Screamer, gold will be Klon, won't it? Then you've got, what would you say, Ratty.
And you hear it, listen.
Fuzz.
That's the compressor.
There you go. We get funky. Anyway, so cancel that. We'll just switch that off. Wow. Obviously, I can replace the amp. My God, look at all these different amps. This graphically so pretty as well, isn't it? What is that one? Oh, Excelsior. And again, not just Fender amplifiers. Obviously, Fender are only allowed to, if Fender are doing like an impression of another amplifier, then for copyright reason, they can't call it a Vox or a Marshall, whereas obviously for Fenders, they can.
They can call it Fender, not Lender or something else.
Well, what do we got here? We got a Vox, by the looks of things. Let's have a little play.
Maybe a little bit
Sorry, I
down
was
the
saying, I'm
reverb.
going to just turn the reverb down a bit here. It's a bit excessive.
Look how easy that is on your phone, isn't it?
Sometimes I'm using these and I sort of think this would be better on a tablet rather than a phone, but I'm not thinking that here. It doesn't feel like anything needs to be any bigger, but here we go, 70s British sound, Marshall
That's
obviously.
what
I'm
you
guessing. Yeah.
What is this?
That was 70s, this is 80s British.
Huh?
That's JCM, right?
What is that?
Boogie.
I think the best thing of these is to let them sink in a little bit. Can you get that, Oz?
Did you want to go back to that Boogie one? Just
No.
a little bit.
Threat plate.
I'm obviously not changing the settings on this. British watts,
High
of
watts.
course.
Actually, we were doing the high watt thing. The clean sound of high watts is incredible. I'm
We
playing
got
the
little
guitar,
Friedmans by the looks of things.
You know what people are going to say in the comments? Say, you're playing the silicons and you're ring rock sounds.
I'm surprised.
Do your own thing out
on
there.
on the Tone Master Pro, they had all of the licensed EVH stuff, didn't they? But it would appear on this, they haven't paid for that license, but because it's now back to being sort of something that looks a bit EVH-y, but
Right.
isn't. You know.
I mean, that's pretty damn good, isn't it? This was Van Halen's favorite guitar. He played an solid Okuma guitar
Every time.
with a Telecaster. What is that? That's like
I couldn't even tell you.
It's a silver tone.
What would you? It could be. What would you suggest? 60s thrift is? Is that like a silver tone?
Yeah, that's a silver tone. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh man, that sounds great.
Uber
child.
Pogner. Dirty. Okay, and then the last three, by the looks of things, are more bass or acoustic kind of. It's an acoustic simulator.
I'm in Taylor Swift's band now.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to get back to the beginning. We didn't even go. There was like about a dozen different Fender amps we could have done.
But you
as
got
well,
effects
but-
as well and
Yeah,
all
so-
sorts. Jeebs.
Right, let me.
Oh,
I don't.
my
What I
head
want.
hurts
I'm
with
going to
all
go
this
back
stuff.
to that deluxe because that was a good one to sort of demonstrate effects on. It's a brilliant sounding amplifier. Supersonics. Wow, that was a gainy Fender amp, wasn't it? Twin. Right, here we go. Confirm 65 deluxe. What is this amp settings down here? Gate low. So there's obviously, if there are additional settings for the amp, you've got like a sub menu for that.
Nice. So many options, Lee. So many options.
Obviously, we're restricted to these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks here. So I guess if you're used to using some of the more sophisticated effects units out there, you might be sort of going, oh, can I do this?
Yeah.
And it's obviously a bit more limited. However, what I did think was cool, it does appear that I can just drag. Yeah, look at that. So I'm obviously.
You can drag stuff around and then another. You get another
so,
slot.
I
in
don't
there.
know if I wanted my reverb and
you
everything
go.
before the
Tone Master Pro, man.
amplifier. I just drag where I want the pedal or the block to be in the chain, which is kind of cool. The preset order they've done is typically how you would use this. So if I go into modulation, let's slow that down a little bit.
What is that here?
It's the chorus. Sounds great. And then,
What
right,
can
we
you-
get rid of that. And then we'll
Honestly.
see what these delays, what do we got? We got 4 different types of delay. to be honest
And
with
that's
you.
stereo as well, by the way.
I'm
That's
actually
stereo.
not sure that Fender could have made this any easier.
No.
I don't think, quite often in these demos, you're sort of doing them going, it's useful that you've had experience of using other kit because, you sort of know. But this feels just like anyone could have done this
super
demo.
easy.
What happens if I press the input button? Anything? Nothing. Output? Nothing. Right. And again, as Pete said, if you're really averse to using apps, you can record presets from the Micro Mustang itself. You can adjust the EQ. The modify, this is quite cool. So every patch has a sort of a user definable, what would you like the modify to do?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be the same for every patch. You could decide you want to modify gain or modify reverb or whatever, and then you can just do that. You've got a tap tempo up here.
And if you hold that down, there's a tuner. So if you hold that down, look.
That's cool, man.
And it's upside down for me, so I can see it.
It even tells me on my app that you're in the tuner mode.
And you know what? This display here is like a little LED or whatever it's called. What's it called? An LCD display, whatever it is super bright and nice. Even I can read that. That's so cool. I think if you sat down with the app, spend half an hour, make your clean, your driven, your whatever, and then you save them in here, and there's your preset 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what else do you need? You stick it in your bag, guitar on the top, off you go. On holidays.
So straight out the box,
Plug it into your car.
we've got whatever version 1 is of these things is. Oops. Straight out the box, I'm seeing I'm going down and down. There's got to be, all right, so we're going up to 70 presets on this, and then the next 30 memory locations are just empty. However, that's not all. Now, at the moment, we obviously can't really do anything with this because we've got versions of this before it's out. But what I did there was I just pressed on this little cloud icon underneath the amplifier. And then, of course, we're going into a sharing environment where anything that you save, you can choose to upload to the cloud. And then it's divided up into featured presets, popular presets, genre-specific presets. And then, of course, you can just see what everyone else is making for free. What else have we got over here? Let's hit the little settings thing. So we got tuner, adjusting the USB level, blah, blah, blah. Not a lot. Oh, some global EQ. Global EQ is always good.
It's always nice, yeah.
That's obviously where you do your firmware updates and things like that.
I mean, the fact is you can take a USB-C out into your computer and it comes up in Logic as your interface, and you can record with all of these sounds.
Do you know what? Let's just go through a few of the presets, because honestly, that's it. That's the whole demo.
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
like...
Just buy one of these if you're looking for something like this. It's awesome.
Let's try Stadium Lead. I'm going to take a guess, because I'm struggling here. I don't think from the app I can go through the presets without going back to list view and then choosing the next one. However, obviously...
Can you not swipe on the...
No, I can't see any...
I can go...
Yeah, you've got a preset up and down. So assuming that changes the phone as well, you can just do preset... Yeah, there you go. And people can see what the different things are. So go back one. That's it. That's where we got to. This is like a...
Swirly echoes. I don't know why I'm saying swirly. I think these presets are the same as they are in the Tourmaster Pro. I think these names
technology.
Well, it could be the same presets because if you use the same stuff.
That sounds fantastic.
And then next one?
You got
I got the other way. There you go.
There you go.
Metal 2000.
Your favourite.
Yeah, that's a lot of... That's
amazing.
Thank you. It sounds great though, doesn't it?
Yeah. There we go. BB15 solo.
What does BB stand for?
Blues Breaker. It's the little Blues Breaker 15. Look.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Timmy.
It's just frightening now, man.
Twin
isn't it?
trem.
I will give you, if you've never had these types of headphone amplifiers before, I will give you, well, this is only like from personal experience, it's nice to wear a set of over-ear sort of padded headphones rather than the ones that go right in your ears.
Low end.
You do get a more natural feel, and they're just more comfortable to wear for longer periods of time.
I say it then, if you plug it into, if you've got a mini jack to mini jack or something, plug it into your stereo system at home, man.
I tell you what, you think about, we've done this in...
Yeah, we plugged it into that before, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm just going to grab this down just so you can see what I'm talking about here. Loads of you'll probably have these little types of Bluetooth players, and quite often, I mean, the orange one does, and quite often you'll see, you can either... No, of course, right, so you can't Bluetooth the audio from there. So this has got one of these little auxiliary input type things. And if you've got that, as Pete said, little mini jack stereo cable from there into here, and all of a sudden you're playing through a little guitar amplifier.
Buy one on Amazon, it costs nothing.
Yeah.
You know, from mini jack to mini jack. Absolutely. Right, let's see what's the next sound we got. Viper Drive.
It's not a bad little, emulation of one of those old Fenders, is it?
And then Uber Metal.
Not your bag.
You can go to All England's channel to hear him do that demo.
For sure.
Octoboost. And of course, you can just go in and add or take away whatever you want.
For sure. Man,
So
there's 75 odd presets to go through. So
harmonic vibrato. Yeah, I don't want to go through all of these, but
no, I tell you what, give me if I just quickly give you some names, and you can say do that one, and then we'll finish. So
now you pick some and surprise me.
Okay, I'm going to tell you to play your favourite Wendy chord. I've got no idea what this is, but I like the sound of the name. It says Echo Dome.
Someone told me yesterday.
Oh, could be. I'm hoping that this will be a Pink Floyd reference because it says pigs can fly. Is it?
I don't know any of that.
Is it like a comfortably numb kind of vibe?
It is like a solo thing.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get slayed in the comment section right for playing in Pink Floyd, but you, I don't give a shit.
Oops. Derek Champ. That's got to be either Derek Trucks or...
It's Derek and the Dominoes, isn't it?
Could be. Cranked Prince. Well, that's Cranked Princeton. Basement Beef.
Basement Beef.
There's lots of titles here that I think are a nod towards classic songs or artists or whatever like that. But
it's an impressive little piece of kit,
This is
man.
really cool. We got the price for you, by the way, everybody. It's pretty amazing. 129 quid is the list price on it. So it's just a lot of stuff. The price of a couple of pedals, not even that, is it?
I tell you what, put this in the car. Take your car, stick the mini jack, if you've got a mini jack in your car, and just have a jam in your car.
The old-fashioned aux-in thing that they've got on. Yeah, that's a great shout.
Get the roof down and then stand up and play a solo in the car if you're stuck in traffic. I'm going to do that in my car.
It's a really nice little package. Oh, you got the USB cable comes with it to be able to plug in and charge up.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, it's got this Presonus One kind of little voucher that I guess gives you some free stuff from them. You just do not need the manual. It is just too easy.
Yeah.
So there we go. I tell you what I was going to show, actually, just as you thought you'd escaped, just very, very quickly, and we did this with the old Micro Mustang, sort of going through, because some people say, I've got weird jack sockets, and does it fit? So we've got this Ibanez thing here with a weird shaped recessed jack socket. Is it going to go in here? It is, although it's not gonna, it doesn't rotate fully, but it's still in and will work. You'll just struggle to see the thing. And then there were people were saying, because Silver Sky has got this kind of like slightly oval shaped thing, would it go in here? Let's have a little look. 100,000,000%.
And that's when that comes in. Now it fits on it. So it's made for Strat,
it's a Strat
basically.
thing, isn't it? I think the way this is designed is it'll fit pretty much anything. So
a bit like you, Lee.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, there we are. Thank you, Mr. Pete, for taking us through some wonderful tones there.
It's clever, isn't it? Look at this. Honestly.
Is Micro Mustang. I think it's in stock today on the launch day. So links are below. You could have one of these tomorrow. It's crazy, isn't it? What can
with the
you
free
do?
software and everything. Wow.
Whatever next. See you next time. Au revoir.